I'm Roger Wood for Work Opportunities Unlimited with another in our series, Sounds of Success. True stories of how our valued teammates have created success in the workplace every day. Frank Laughran was a much admired and respected member of our team. While Vice President, Frank sadly passed away. To celebrate his life, Work Opportunities Unlimited decided to honor him by conveying the Frank Laughran Award every year to a team member. This year, Jessica Arsenault, a career resource specialist with the Auburn Main Market, received the honor. Were you surprised by the nomination?
Flattered, shocked and flattered, I suppose.
Jessica has served 3 years with Work Opportunities Unlimited.
I like, working with people every day and helping others. It gives me an opportunity to be out in the community and, serving the individuals in the place that I live. So I think it's a good fit.
Jess, is your background in human services?
Actually, it's not. I actually got into this as I used to do hiring for a brewing company locally here in Bethel, Maine. So that's pretty much how I at least got the interest. Now I'm somewhat on the other end of that. Instead of doing the hiring, I assist people in the hiring process.
While Jessica has had many successful placements, 2 clients come particularly to mind. One is a young hearing-impaired individual named Ian.
He was pretty good with reading lips, but we used also a lot of handwriting communication, so I would write notes and he would write back to me. And actually what happened, he actually used to work for a summer camp for deaf children, and sort of had a real interest in that, but seeing as it is only, a seasonal sort of situation, he thought possibly schools, and was actually willing to relocate. So we thought that, his options were endless in terms of that type of work, which is how we began looking into the possibility of boarding schools and so on.
Jessica worked extensively with Ian on resume preparation, communicated with him consistently on the telephone, and Ian drove himself to the interview. Ian is now happily and successfully employed at a school in Vermont. You had a little more difficult project, I understand, with Pam.
Yes.
That actually, her supported employment opportunities came down to a last resort, and that last resort was you, because previous attempts to place her had failed.
Yes, that is true. They were actually she had worked with a different individual from another agency and had been placed into a job that did not work out for her, and vocational rehabilitation was ready to close her case, and they thought they would give it one more try with me.
And how did that work out? I mean, as far as the effort that you had to expend, for one thing.
Well, it was actually, the original plan was to try an assessment, situational assessment, doing some sort of office cleaning. Her history, which was quite some time ago, she hadn't worked for a long time, was actually in the hotel business, so she did housekeeping and things of that nature, but was really interested in possible office cleaning, but not being quite sure because, as we had said, hadn't really done any type of, formal employment for quite some time. So I actually had arranged for her situational assessment. I met with the unit manager at Tri-County Mental Health in Farmington for a situational assessment, which was 3 hours a day, 2 days a week. We did cleaning, or she did cleaning, and I accompanied her to that situational assessment at Tri-County.
What was Pam's main obstacle to employment besides her long history of not working?
Well, she certainly, the big thing is she would get very, very nervous, certainly didn't, wasn't confident in the work that she was doing, has a tendency to, sort of overdo, things that she shouldn't. She does have some physical barriers as well, which makes it so that she shouldn't be doing certain things, and she tends to be a bit of a perfectionist and never really felt that the job that she was doing was good enough.
Now, Pam is successfully employed cleaning offices. How is she doing in this position?
Excellent.
What would you tell your colleagues who are having challenges finding employers, getting these clients together with these employers, and making their work experience successful?
Certainly, I had been there. I remember, starting the job and sort of learning your own process, and I really think that that's a big part of what it is just sort of, finding your own approach to, to our specific process. But really, I feel that it's about building relationships and certainly, what we can do to assist employers as well. It's not just, them helping us. we like to think that we're certainly helping them as well, being, what we hope to be an excellent hiring resource.
Jessica Arsenault, this year's winner of the Frank Laughran Award, and part of Work Opportunities Unlimited's Sounds of Success. I'm Roger Wood.